never find the words, my love, to tell you how I feel.
Hello, welcome everybody. Hi. All right. I don't want to spoil too much of the surprise, so I'm going to fade out this music right now. But the beautiful person sitting next to me on the screen right now is somebody that you should know. It's Brian Anthony Wilson. Welcome, Brian. How are you?
I'm good, Liz. How are you?
Good. I didn't want it to be too much of a spoiler, but I wanted to celebrate you and the fact that you're here and that you're going to be singing some stylistics for us later.
Yes, thank you. I love that song too. Oh, that was a great surprise.
Well, thank you so much for being here. I'm so glad that you're joining us in the Zoom room today. And
I'm honored to be here.
I can't wait to hear that song from you soon.
All righty.
Okay, we'll see you in a bit. Well,
Bye-bye.
friends, we've got some very special guests. Brian Anthony Wilson is one of them, but we also have some other friends joining us in the Zoom room today, including the beautiful Eric Jaffe. Hello, Eric, welcome.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing fine. How are you today?
I'm great. I'm so excited to be here.
I'm so excited that you joined us. You look fantastic.
This whole thing.
So what are we going to do today together?
Today we're going to read the story Red by Michael Hall, and it is a story about labels.
Ooh, interesting. So not just about what's on the outside or what people call themselves, or what people call each other and categorize them as, right?
Exactly.
Interesting. Okay, so that'll be fun to learn about labels with you and what's underneath them today. Thanks for being here, Eric.
Of course.
So we'll have a song from Brian Anthony Wilson, we'll have a story from Eric Jaffe, and we'll actually double bonus story today, have another story from the beautiful Nikki Healy. Hello, Nikki, welcome.
Hi, Liz, how are you?
I'm great, it's so good to see you. Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much for having me. I can't wait to read Hair Love today.
It's a beautiful book.
It is. So the book is about a young girl named Zuri that you see right here and how she celebrates her hair and she knows that she's perfect just the way she is.
Sounds fantastic. I can't wait to read that with you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And folks, our final guest artist after Nikki reads a story called Hair Love with us is the lovely Nora Quinn. Hello, Nora, welcome.
Hi, everybody.
Good to see you.
I'm so glad to be here. It's so nice to see everybody. I'm really excited because today we're going to do two of my favorite things. We're going to do a little decorating and art, and we're going to make some vegetables by growing things and stuff we have around the house. So collect your egg cartons and your milk cartons and all your pens and pencils and paint. I'm excited to do it with you.
Awesome, will do. Thank you so much for being here, Nora. I can't wait to craft with you later. Gardening and painting at the same time, friends. Have you ever done that? Well, it sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. So grab whatever you've got around the house, and if you have some seeds and some dirt, you can start planting your sprouts today with Nora. So that's our show for today, and I'm so happy that you're all here. Today, by the way, is Monday, June 15th. I was so excited to play with all of these wonderful guest artists that I completely forgot to mention the date. But now, order of operations, the next thing that we're going to do is sing our opening song. And if you don't know this song, then you can sing along. I'm going to teach you the chorus. It's super easy and super fun. It sounds like this. Oh, mama, hey, hey, we got lots to do. Mama, what do you say? That's it. Do you want to practice it with me one time? Okay, let's try it together. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, and oh mama, hey, hey, we got lots to do. Mama, what do you say? That's it. So when we get to that part of the song, a special part in the middle called the chorus, I would love if you would sing along, and it'll sound even better when we all sing in the universe. Here we go. Wake up, oh mama, the sun is up, it's time to greet the day. Wake up, oh mama, there are songs to sing and jokes and games to play. Wake up, oh mama, there's a new adventure just around the bend. Hurry up, cause we have got a lot to see. What's it gonna be? I'll make a brand new friend. What's it gonna be? I'll make a brand new friend. Okay, friends, are you ready? Here comes your part. Here we go. Oh mama, hey, hey, we got lots to do. Mama, what do you say? Oh mama, hey, hey, we got lots to do. Mama, what do you say? Oh mama, hey, hey, we got lots to do. Mama, what do you say? Oh mama, hey, we got lots to do. Mama, what do you say? Yeah, wake up, oh mama, you did it, friends. Wake up, oh mama, won't you? Wake up, oh mama. Thanks for clapping along. Wake up, oh mama, won't you? Wake up, oh mama. Got a feeling that today will be the day. 'Cause I gotta dance. There's ants in my pants. Mama, take a chance on a brand new day. Mama, take a chance on a brand new day. Sing along. Mama, take a chance on a brand new day. Yeah, Mama, take a chance. And now we're on our way. You did it, friends! Way to go! Spirit fingers for all of you. Thank you so much for singing and clapping and playing along. It's going to be a great day in the Zoom room, and I'm so glad that you're here to share it with us. We're going to jump into our first story today with the wonderful Eric Jaffe. Welcome back, Eric, and take it away.
Hello, everyone. All right. I am so excited because today we are going to read the story Red by Michael Hall. Here we go, a crayon story. All right. He was red. Look, here he is. But he wasn't very good at it. Oh, look, he drew a blue fire truck. And here's an olive crayon saying, oh dear. His teachers thought that maybe he just needed some more practice. So here the scarlet crayon said, I'll draw a red strawberry, and then you draw a red strawberry. You can do this, really. But he couldn't, really. Look, the scarlet crayon drew all of these red strawberries, and then reds came out blue. And red said, like this? And Scarlet said, oh my, let's try again. His mother thought that maybe he just needed to mix with some other colors. So Olive, his mother, said, oh, why don't you go out with yellow and draw a nice round orange? That sounds nice. And Yellow said, a really big one. And Red said, a really orange one. Do you know what happened? They made a big greenish one. And Yellow said, yuck. And Red said, oops. His grandparents thought that he just wasn't warm enough. So here his grandparent Silver said, oh, your class is making some self-portraits for parents' night. Why don't you wear this warm red scarf? And his other grandparent said, oh, nice, it's so you. But it wasn't. Look at Red's red scarf. It's blue now. And they said, oh, dear me. Oh, dear me. And you know how this goes. Everyone in the town seemed to have something to say. So the amber crayon said, sometimes I wonder if he's really red at all. The hazelnut crayon said, don't be silly, it says red on his label. Oh no. Cocoa Bean said, he came that way from the factory. Fuchsia said, frankly, I don't think he's very bright. Oh, that's not nice, Fuchsia. Grape said, well, I think he's lazy. Grape, Army Green said, right, he's just got to press harder. Steel Gray said, really apply himself. Sunshine said, give him time, he'll catch on. Oh, look, finally some positivity on this side of the room. That's nice. And Sea Green said, of course he will. It's nice that there are some supportive friends here in this crayon box. But he didn't catch on. Look here, Green drew a green frog, and Black drew a black sheep. Brown drew a brown cow, and Red drew a blue ant. I've never seen a blue ant. And then all of the art supplies wanted to help. Let's see here. The tape said, oh, this should hold you together. Did it work? We'll find out. And over here, the scissors said, oh, one snip should do it. Snip, 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 snip. And the pencil sharpener said, stay still now. Sharp, 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 sharp. They tried to sharpen him up and slip him and tape him. But even with all of their help and all of his hard work, look how much he was trying. Even with all of his hard work, he just couldn't get the hang of it. Oh no, what color is Red stoplight? It's blue. Oh. Until one day, he made a new friend. And that friend is Barry. Look, here's Barry. And Barry had a question for Red. Barry said, will you make a blue ocean for my boat? And Red, who was really sad, said, I can't. I'm Red. And Barry said, well, will you try? And guess what, friends? He did try. And Barry said, thank you. It's perfect. And Red said, you're welcome. It was easy. And you know that Red didn't just stop there. Look, Red made some blue jeans, some blue bells, a blue bird, blueberries, and a blue whale. And then finally, Red exclaimed, I'm blue. Oh, how nice. And you know that everyone in the town seemed to have something to say. Let's see here. Olive said, my son is brilliant. That's nice. Oh, nice and supportive parents. Round of applause. Amber said, who could have known he was blue? Use your eyes, Amber. Hazelnut said, I always said he was blue. Did you? Cocoa Bean said, it was obvious. Barry said, his blue ocean really lifted me. Sea Green said, all of his work makes me happy. Brown said, his blue strawberries are my favorite. Apple Green said, he's so intense. Yellow said, I'm going to make a green lizard with him, a really big one. Gray said, I hear he's working on a new project. And Scarlet said, he's really reaching for the sky. And he was. The end.
Thank you so much, Eric. That was fantastic.
Thank you, Liz.
You know, the thing that I just realized about it is I had this friend once who said to me that part of the reason why we were such good friends is because it was easy. And I love the part of that book where Red tries to make the ocean for the first time and it's easy.
And it's easy.
Yeah, it just occurred to me that being yourself should be easy. It shouldn't be so hard.
Right. I love that.
Yeah, I love that too. Thank you so much for being here and reading that story.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
It's good to see you. And welcome, welcome, Brian. I'm so good to have you back.
Thank you, Liz. It's good to be back.
Right. Well, I know that you have some beautiful music to share with us, so I am going to bow out and give you the space to fill this room with your dulcet tones. Serenade.
Dulcet tones. Thank you. You ought to be a star on a TV show. Then all the world will know why I love you so. You ought to be a queen on a movie screen, starring in every scene. Then they'd know what I mean. If you were a car, you would be a blue Jaguar, racing along with the sun. Bow, bow, bow. If you were a song, then the country would sing along. Baby, you be number one. If you were the news, you'd be the latest. What I'm trying to say is, baby, you're the greatest. You ought to be the star on a TV show. Then all the world would know the magic of you, and they would love you too, but not half as much as I do. Bum, bum, no, not half as much as I do. Bum, bum, no, not half as much as I do. Star on a TV show by the Stylistics. For my friend Liz Filios.
Thank you so much, Brian Anthony Wilson. Hooray, it's Spirit Fingers and all the love back to you.
Spirit
Thank you.
Fingers.
Thank you so much for serenading us today. It was great to have you on the show.
Thank you for having me, Liz. Mwah! Big hug.
Oh, thank you. I can feel it from here. Well, friends, now that we've had our first story and our song, it's time to move into story number 2. That's right. It's a bonus double feature today with the beautiful Nikki Healy. Hi, Nikki. It's so good to have you.
Excited to read Hair Love.
Take it away. Enjoy, everyone.
All right, everyone, here we go. Hair Love. Hair Love was written by Matthew A. Cherry and illustrated. That means all of these beautiful pictures that you see were created by Vashti Harrison. All right, let's get started. Hair Love. My name is Zuri, and I have hair that has a mind of its own. It kinks, coils, and curls every which way. You can see Zuri. Daddy tells me it is beautiful. That makes me proud. I love that my hair lets me be me. In funky braids with beads, I am a princess. And when my hair is in 2 puffs, I am above the clouds like a superhero. My hair even does magic tricks. One day, Rocky and I were playing outside when along came the rain. From large to small it went, presto, just like that. There is nothing my hair can't do. Today I woke up extra early all by myself. I was too excited to sleep. It's a big day. Daddy was still sleeping. Shh, I said to Rocky. Rocky's that kitty right there. As we tiptoed past him, lately, Daddy's been worn out. He makes me breakfast, takes me to school, goes to work, picks me up, and yesterday we went for a bike ride around the park. Whew, I think he needs a break. Because today is special, I want a perfect hairstyle. This calls for a professional's touch. Hey, pause off, Rocky. Daddy heard the crash. Zuri, what on earth? He asked. You can see he's wiping the sleepies out of his eyes. I was only trying to help, I said. Daddy smiled. Can I help too? It'll be a piece of cake, Zuri. The first style was a big no way. The second was no better. No, Daddy. Then Daddy tried slicking my hair back into 2 puffs. Ouch! Daddy yelled. The hair tie hit Daddy right in the eye. Wait a minute, Daddy said, and he reached into the drawer and pulled out a pick. Ta-da! Daddy, really? I said. I'll be right back, he promised. Now, how's that? He asked, pulling a hat down over my eyes. Daddy, come on. We can do better than that. I really need my hair to be special. Don't worry, he said. We'll figure this out. Then I had a great idea. Daddy gathered all the tools we needed and we were set. Watching carefully, you can see Zuri's watching a video about her hairstyling. Daddy combed, parted, oiled, and twisted. He nailed it. Funky puff buns, pretty and so much fun. Rocky approved too. I put on my superhero cape as the final touch to a perfect look. Where's my Zuzu? Mommy called from the door. She could not get in the house fast enough. Mommy, you've got to be the prettiest Supergirl I have ever seen, she said. You can see the big welcome home, Mom banner. And your hair is beautiful, Zuri. Who did it? I looked at Daddy and beamed. Mommy smiled. Very nice. Thank you. We learned from the best, Daddy said as he gave her a big hug. My hair is Mommy, Daddy, and me. It's hair love. The end.
Hooray! Thank you, Nikki.
Thank you, Miss Liz.
That was so much fun. I love Zuri's hair. It reminds me of yours, the way that it curls and swirls.
So no matter what anybody's hair looks like, it's beautiful just like it is.
Thank
Your
you
hair
so
is
much.
beautiful too, Miss Liz.
Thank you, Nikki. Well, friends, it's so good to read Hair Love with you, and thank you for that beautiful message.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And now, friends, it's time for our very last guest artist. I hope you grabbed all of your crafting materials because it's time to create something beautiful with Nora Quinn. Hi, Nora.
Hi, Liz. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. This is so fun. All right. So what I want to do today is some gardening and some crafting. What a great day for that. So one of the things I love about gardening is it's really easy to do with just about anything you have around the house. So here's what we're going to do today. We are going to, let me just exit that. There we go. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to take an egg carton. So if you have an egg carton around or something like that, and we're going to plant some seeds because seeds are what make vegetables. And I love vegetables. It's almost time for dinner in our house. And so we're going to have salad tonight. Some of my favorite vegetables are things like peppers or tomatoes or peas. What are your favorite vegetables? Do you have one you really like to eat all the time? So we're going to take a couple seeds and plant them today. So the first thing that we're going to need is a little bit of dirt. So I have a little bit of dirt here in my egg carton, and I'm going to sprinkle it right along. There we go. And I'll show you. We'll have a little bit of what we're doing here. You can see we have some dirt, which is great. Now what we need is some seeds, and there's lots of different ways to get seeds. You might order them with your mom and dad on the computer, or you might go to the store if you can safely and get some of these. These are peas that come in a bag, and I love these because they're red. They're bright red, and I get to see them. These are snow peas, and so I'm just going to put a couple of those right in there, and you can kind of see them. But what if I don't have any of those? Well, I can take some of the vegetables I have in my refrigerator, like this pepper, and I can just take a couple of those seeds, put them right in here. I'm going to cover them up with some really nice dirt. And the dirt's going to give those seeds everything they need in order to grow, as long as we also give it a little bit of water. So the great thing about seeds is they don't need a lot of care. You just need some sunshine, some water, some dirt. And what's going to happen is, if you've ever seen a seed grow, you know that it grows up, right? Flowers grow that way, plants grow that way, bushes, trees. Well, sometimes I like to look at what's inside the jar. I have this great glass jar that lets me see all the roots. So seeds are going to open up, and they're going to go all the way down into the dirt, and they're going to go all the way up, which is super fun to think about. So what am I going to do? Now I'm going to have some patience. I'm going to wait and wait and wait. And these seeds, in a couple weeks maybe, are going to grow up over the dirt into little sprouts. Love little sprouts, but I can't eat them. So I'm going to take them out. I'm going to plant them in something else. So one of the things I love to do, I'm going to show you here, is I'm going to move these sprouts out of the way so they can grow. And I'm going to take this this milk carton that I have, any kind of milk carton. It could be almond milk, regular milk. And I'm going to take my scissors. So if you've got a good pair of scissors, and I'm just going to cut along the edge here until it has a big hole in it like this. So I've got a big space in there, and I can fill that space with some dirt. So if you have one of these and you've got the hole cut out, what you can do is fill it with a little dirt. So I'm going to go ahead and squeeze some dirt in here, right? And it's going to take a little bit to fill it up, but when it's full, it's going to look like this. It's going to be full of dirt, and hopefully you're going to plant either a seed in there like we did with the egg carton, or you're going to be able to take one of those sprouts out and plant it in here with this dirt. This one is my lettuce, and I put a little stick here to tell me it's lettuce so that when it grows, I remember what's in there. And what else is here? I've painted it. So that's where we get to our fun craft part. So you can use an egg carton, but you can use anything else you find in your house too that's a container. So this container used to be a bean can, and now I've decorated and painted it. And this one used to have soup in it. I love soup. And I just covered it with some paper and some tape to make it pretty. And I counted the days that it's been growing. And this is actually going to be a snow pea plant, which is very exciting. I can't wait to eat those yummy snow peas. So there we go. Here's a great one. And one of the things I like to do is I like to paint it just a solid color. And then maybe I have a couple other things like little paints, or I have some stickers or some googly eyes, which are fun. And I might just take a little paint and make some flowers, right? And the way I like to do that is I like to make a little green stem and some leaves. Do one real quick there for you. And what color should this one be? Maybe this is a pink flower. I like pink. So I'm going to just make some swirlies here. Looks almost like a little rose. I'm going to swirl up this one. There we go. And now I've got a flower garden. So you can really paint anything that you want on there. And then you're going to put it in the sunshine and let it keep growing. Eventually, you're going to have some lettuce. Perfect for salad.
Wow, that looks delicious. Thank you, Nora.
Thank you, Liz. I hope to see all of you guys eating your vegetables in a couple weeks.
Well, I have one extra question for you before I let you go.
Yeah, please.
Because you taught us how to plant things with the dirt and the seeds, and you mentioned the water and that they need sunlight. But there's one other thing, because I know I must be missing something. I can never keep my plants alive for very long.
Oh.
What is it that I need to do to help them sprout up and look like that?
Well, the thing is, you want your soil to be really good soil that has lots of what we call nutrients in it. Kind of like if you take a vitamin every day, right? Our bodies need those things.
Oh, yeah.
You want to get like a potting soil or a soil that has some food in it, right? Another thing that you can do is make sure you don't give it too much sun. I don't know about you, Liz, but when I'm in too much sun, even with my sunscreen, sometimes I get burned, right? And just give it a little bit of water. Don't give it water every day, because if I drink water all day long, besides having to go to the potty, I would be really full, right?
That's true.
Sometimes it's just about luck. Not every seed will grow, but most seeds will. And you have to have a little patience. So really the best thing to do is give it a little water, maybe spray it with some, like it's raining outside. You can keep it inside or you can put it outside. But make sure it's getting that sunlight. It's something that happens between the sun and the green leaves on those sprouts that we call photosynthesis. And it's a big word, photosynthesis. And that actually helps it to grow. And then picking off the little things to eat and munching them up is good for you. And it's also good for your plants. So if you grow vegetables, but you don't pick off the fruit, the vegetables use all their energy to suck up from the plant. So sometimes you need to take those off too.
Wow, I never knew that. Well, thank you so much for teaching us. I really appreciate you sharing all your expertise on crafting and gardening with us today.
My pleasure. Thanks for inviting me.
Well, stick around because I'd like to invite all of the other guests out now. Come on out, everybody. It's time to say goodbye. So let's say goodbye and thank you. Thank you so much for being here. Look at these beautiful artists all together. Oh, it was such a joy. Thank you, Eric, for reading us that wonderful book.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
And thank you, Brian, for singing that gorgeous song.
Thank you, Liz. Thanks for having me also.
Thank you, Nikki, for coming and sharing Hair Love.
Thank you so much.
And thank you, Nora, for teaching us how to plant things and make them grow.
Absolutely. My pleasure. Thanks for giving me another good reason to eat a pepper.
Eric.
Well, friends, before you leave, I want to shout out something for each of you, and I'd appreciate it if you could talk about it too, because I'm sure that you can explain it better than I do. For example, Eric, I know that you do a wonderful digital drag brunch, and you have some gorgeous videos. So would you mind explaining to the people some of the stuff that you're working on, where they can find you and catch your work?
Yeah, absolutely. So I am running a weekly digital drag brunch. I'm taking some time off with it now, but I'm coming back with it next weekend. And it is every Saturday at noon on my Facebook page. You can find me at Eric Jaffe. And you can also find information about all my other work and performances on Instagram at the Eric Jaffe.
Fantastic. Thank you for sharing that. And thank you again for being here today.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
And Brian Anthony Wilson, you have something very special coming up as well. It's a project with Sift Media 215, right? And it's some love letters. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, it's actually the brainchild of Lois Moses and Kayla Moses Baxter Moses rather. Kayla is Lois's sister and actress I've worked with several times at the Art and Theater. And it's actually about their family. A wife and a husband who were separated. I think it's Kayla's great aunt in 1936 because he was let go from his job. It was during the Great Migration and he went to work for the railroads and they were corresponding, love letters between each other because they were separated for like at least a year. And, and because he had to work and he was sending money home. It's really these, and the words are verbatim. So it's like a time capsule, seeing these people and their love, you know, over the miles and over the years. So it's really beautiful, really some gorgeous language that, you know, Lois has done this research about her family and found out. So it'll be June 18th. And there'll be a link on my page too when it comes up, but it's coming up this weekend.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing that. And I'll be sure to include that in the comments below, Thursday, June 18th. And you can hear these beautiful real life love letters. And those letters help to keep our love strong. So I am really grateful that you're sharing those stories. Thanks for being here.
I'm a hopeless romantic, so I love stuff like that. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. Nikki, thank you so much for joining us as well today.
Thank you. I'm so glad to be here.
I am so glad to see your beautiful face. I know that you live in Nashville now, so I don't get to see you as often.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I live in Nashville now, and I teach high school English in Nashville.
Yes,
Nice.
and you work on a project called Project Lit. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yes, so Project Lit Community is a grassroots national movement that started by a high school English teacher in Nashville. And our hope is to ensure that there are books in our classrooms that all students can feel seen, heard, affirmed, and valued. That's one of the big reasons why I picked Fair Love for today.
That is brilliant. What a wonderful project. Thank you so much for working on that. And if friends want to support that, how can they help you?
Yes, you can definitely check out at ProjectLitCom. We're on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. And my personal handle is at MrsG_MCHS. And there's lots of good book recommendations. I highly recommend that you check it out.
Well, thank you, Mrs. G. I will definitely include that in the comments below this video. Thanks again for being here.
Thank you, and everybody, happy reading.
And finally, thank you so much to the wonderful Nora Quinn. Thanks for being here, Nora.
It was my pleasure to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
And I know that you are many things, a writer, a director, a producer, a theater artist, an actor. But I think that Brian nailed it when he said that your most famous job is being Willa's mom.
Oh, thank you. It's the job I'm the most proud of. I love being Willa's mom. And although we're all kind of stuck at home right now, we have been having a great time figuring out all these fun things to do. And Zoom Room has been one of our favorites. So thank you.
Well, thank you so much for joining today. It was a joy to have you. It was a joy to have all of you. Thank you so much, everybody. Much love to you all. Be well. Thanks for watching, everyone at home. Thank you to Theater Horizon, our incredible sponsor. And we're going to go out with a little bit of music. So thanks for joining us and feel free to dance along. Have a beautiful day, everybody.
Bring the beat in.